Aquarium, you'll notice the keepers are coming in with buckets of fish, as well as one of them has a clipboard. As they enter the exhibit, you'll notice the penguins are going to all hop up on the shore and split into 3 different groups based off of the 3 individual species that we have here at the zoo. So on the far left of the exhibit, we're going to be feeding our Gen 2 penguins. They're the middle-sized species of penguin and are noticeable because of the white coloration around their eyes. In the middle of the display, we will be feeding our king penguins. The king penguins are the tallest in our exhibit here at the zoo and have orange markings around what would be their ears and on their upper chest. And then finally, our smaller species of penguin here in the aquarium are going to be fed on the far right of the exhibit space. They are rockhopper penguins, and are noticeable because of their small stature as well as the yellowish hair tassel feathers they have on the sides of their face. Now these are Antarctic penguins, but what is the very first thing that you all think of when you think of penguins? You can just shout it out if you want. What's the very first thing that you think of? That's right, being very, very cold. Actually though, there are 17 different species of penguin here on planet Earth, and only 7 out of the 17 live in cold weather climates. The majority of penguin species, or the 10 out of the 17, live in cold weather climates, and we have one of those warm weather penguins here at the zoo. They are African black-footed penguins and are located on the northern side of our zoo's campus above Red Barn Park, and so you can visit them later today. But once again, these are Antarctic penguins, so that means they live in areas where it's very, very cold. So we have several features of the exhibit space to help keep them healthy and comfortable, even here in Omaha, Nebraska. For example, on the ceiling of the exhibit, you can see that there is a series of circles in the ceiling. Those are our snow and ice machines that are spooling out snow freshly upon our penguins every single day. And so our keepers get to scoop and shovel snow in the exhibit space 365 days a year. We also keep the exhibit space very cold. The air is kept at nice and chilly, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, while the water is kept at an even breezier, 38. Now, also, we keep our lighting system in a very special way. Does anyone know what season it is right now in Antarctica? You can just shout it out that as well. Does anyone know what season it is right now in Antarctica? Winter, that's right. That's right, it's winter time. So our lighting in the exhibit space is actually kept on a series of switches and timers to replicate the seasons as they would experience it in the wild. So right now it's very, very dark in our exhibit space because our penguins are experiencing their winter time. If you come back in December or January, the lighting in the exhibit space is much, much brighter because our penguins will be experiencing their summertime. And so Antarctic penguins have a variety of amazing adaptations that help them survive in the wild. For example, how many of you have goggles when you go swimming in the pool? I know I do. Do you guys wear goggles too when you go swimming? Well, penguins wear goggles. Penguins wear goggles too. They wear what we call a nictitating membrane, which is a mouthful to say, but basically means they have an extra eyelid that closes over their eyes when they go to take a dip in the pool here at the zoo or go swim in the ocean in the wild. That extra membrane, called the nictitating membrane, is see-through, so it prevents any ocean water, which has salt in it, that could cause damage to their eyes from touching their eyes. And so they wear goggles when they go swimming, just like you do when you go to the pool. Also, our penguins have a very unique coloration. This is actually a form of camouflage. But this coloration is a form of camouflage that helps penguins survive in the wild. Although popularized in popular culture by having penguins wear tuxedos, it is indeed a form of camouflage. So does anyone know the first major predator of a penguin in Antarctica? What would be the first major predator? Yes, seals, leopard seals. So if you're a leopard seal swimming at the very top of the ocean looking down for a tasty penguin treat, the black to bluish back of a penguin blends in perfectly with the ocean floor. And if you're a orca or a killer whale, which is the other major predator of a penguin, swimming at the bottom of the ocean looking up to get a nice, tasty penguin dinner, our penguins' underbellies, which are white, would blend in perfectly with the glassy surface of the ocean, the top of the ocean. And so their unique coloration is actually a form of camouflage that helps them survive their home in the wild. Now also, you can probably imagine what we are feeding our penguins here at the zoo today. They're eating fish, and oftentimes here at the zoo we get questions about what types of fish we feed them. We feed them primarily mackerel and capelin. They also can receive herring and krill, as well as squid and other types of fish in aquatic life based off of availability to enrich their daily lives here at the zoo. We also oftentimes do also get questions about the armbands that our penguins are wearing. The armbands are to tell our penguins apart. If you notice on our penguin slippers, they are wearing some sort of a fashion statement here today. Each has individual zip ties on each of their flippers that doesn't impede their mobility. They don't really even notice it. And these zip ties, if they're black, show that their penguins are male. If the zip ties are white, that means they are female. They also have a series of colored bands on each of the individual armbands. Each of the colors correlates to a number, 1 through 9. And so that numerical code tells us each individual penguin's code. They're each individual numbers, so we can tell them apart. We have a total of 82 penguins on display here in this exhibit, here in this aquarium, so that those armbands help us tell each individual penguin apart. Now, as we wrap it up here today, oftentimes we get questions here at the zoo about how you can help wild animals. And there's a way you can help wild penguins even here in Omaha, Nebraska. Many different species and types of aquatic and marine life are rapidly being depleted in our world's oceans due to irresponsible and unsustainable seafood harvesting practices. If you would like, you can pick up a seafood watch guide or download the mobile app from Monterey Bay Aquarium here today and make sustainable and responsible choices next time you visit a grocery store or a restaurant. Your choices, even here in the middle of the USA in Omaha, Nebraska, will make a positive impact on our world's oceans, so we can enjoy penguins and numerous other species of aquatic and marine life in our world's oceans for generations and generations to come. But as we wrap it up here today, we want to thank you for taking the time for visiting here at Omaha's Henry Aquarium. If you have any last questions about our penguins or anything else here in the zoo, I'm up here at the front of the exhibit space, so you can come up and ask myself any questions about our penguins or anything else. But be sure to check out all the other feeding and training demonstrations throughout your visit here at Omaha's Henry Aquarium. The times and locations for all these presentations are located on the Zoo's map, but be sure to proceed upon entering the zoo here today. They're also located on the zoo's mobile app, as well as on the zoo's online website, so you can learn more about our featured creatures here at the zoo and how we care for them each and every day. But with that, thank you for coming here today and attending our penguin feeding presentation here this afternoon, and we hope you have a great rest of your visit here today at Omaha's Henry Aquarium.